Hi, I'm Brian, PGM MBA 2020-009. So this would be a presentation on what product differentiation is and how it would affect the determination of a price in a monopolistic market, right? So to start off with, let's see what product differentiation is, right? Product differentiation is what makes your product or service stand out to your target audience. It's how you distinguish what you sell from what your competitors do, and it increases brand loyalty, sales, and growth. So basically, it's a good start to successful product differentiation by keeping your customers in your mind, right? Things that you have to remember while differentiating a product is to remember, like, is to make sure uh, that what is no one else providing your customers? What do your customers want? What delights them and what frustrates them? What makes them feel good? What would make them feel even better, right? So these questions put together is what makes a product differentiation better. And also the answers that you get for all these questions is what's going to bring your product stand out from the rest, right? So fortunately, uh, product differentiation can occur at any stage of your business. You don't have to start from scratch. What's special about your product could be a new added feature or capability, or your product could offer fewer features than the products already on the market, focusing instead on a sample streamlined experience. Other differentiators include, price, packaging, quality, customer service, and overall customer experience when buying or using your product. For example, a makeup company might provide an online tool to help customers find the right shade of foundation. A tennis shoe producer might give buyers the option to customize their shoes by choosing the color for each component. Customers are more willing to pay for products that come with a unique, useful experience. Right? And thereby, whenever you keep your customer at the end and you build your product around them, focusing on what their main key issues and problems are, you definitely achieve your anticipated uh, goal. So why is it so important? Why do you think product differentiation is important? So as this slide says, the goal of product differentiation is to create a competitive advantage or to make your product superior to alternatives on the market. In other words, you don't just want to stand out from the competition. You just have to stand above them, in all terms, not just by in the previous slide we discussed some factors like the packaging, the pricing and all, but your product should be on a top of you should be on the top of the mind of any customer. So you can basically break it into three subparts called benefit, target audiences, and competition. So when you look at the benefits, you know why it is important is because the benefits are the values customer receives when they purchase your product or service. They're different from features, which are the things your product can do. Businesses often focus on features, but customers are interested in benefits and the conveniences that they get by purchasing your product or service. A good product differentiation emphasizes the unique benefits of your goods or services. That's why it's essential to clearly communicate why your product offers better quality, a lower price, or a more memorable experience than your competition. Moving on to the second subcategory of the target audience. Your product's differentiated benefits should align with the interests, needs, and values of a defined target audience. So, like I said before, it's very important that we build any sort of a product or service keeping our customer in mind. If we are a business owner, we are not going to build a product or service as we wish. We got to choose a target audience, select a focus group, and build a product or service around them by understanding what their actual necessity, what their needs and wants are. So to differentiate your product, first think about who would buy your product, why they would want it, and how they would want it to look, where they want to purchase it, and how much will they pay for it. With these questions in mind, you should be able to answer and come up with a should be able to come up with a firm decision so that your product would be a wholesome product by keeping all these factors in your mind. If you're not sure about any of these considerations, conducting marketing research is a great way to find answers. Simply study by studying the existing players in the market who are already into that business, who are already offering that product, would help you in determining what your differentiating strategy is to stand out from the rest. Okay. Moving on to the third, which is the competition. You can only differentiate your own product once you know what's already on the market. So, coming back to the second topic that we spoke about, target audience, I told you that you have to, study your existing competitors, the players already in the market. So, in that case, what you can do is do a simple market research, and you can differentiate your product once you know what's already on the market. Take plenty of time to study products and services that potential customers might compare yours to whatever it's already existing or to others, right? What does a competing product do? Who buys it, and how much do they pay for it are the questions that we always cover on these product differentiating strategies. But also, it's important that we keep an eye on branding features, size, price, and packaging to see what you can do to differently to appeal to your target audience. Because at the end of the day, marketing marketing has to come into play to any successful product. And finally, when you align a product's benefits to what your target audience wants more effectively than your competitors, you have a differentiated product that provides value to customers. Advantages of product differentiation. So, I've focused on three main advantages. One is building brand loyalty. Second one is the achieving high price points, and the third one is narrowing down your target audience. So let's see what building brand loyalty is. So, strong product differentiation makes your business stand out from the rest, right? And that's the main idea behind product differentiation. So it's not just standing out from the rest, it makes someone to come and involve with your business over and over again. And when I say someone, I'm referring to your potential clients, your customers, right? Customers will associate elements of your brand like your logo, voice and tone, and other social media presence with your product or service and all of its benefits. The more differentiated your product is and the better it meets your target audience's wants and needs, the more likely they are to become repeat customers. Okay. And speaking of the achieving higher points, you can increase your profits sometimes by significant margin through product differentiation. You can only typically sell a differentiated product for a higher price because people will pay for durability, appearance, and customer service. They will also pay more for packaging they like or an experience that excites. So, but for some, businesses, of course, your strategy may be to differentiate by setting lower prices than what's on the market. But let's say you're offering a better quality, better standard when compared to the rest of your competitors, then there's no issue with raising the price margins because your customers are definitely going to pay because they are sure of what you're offering. And the third main advantage, which is the narrowing down of your target audience. Product differentiation helps you refine your target audience, right? The more research you do and the more you differentiate, the better you'll understand who's actually buying your product or service. then you can repeat the process to streamline your target audience even more, focusing on a niche group of consumers, often leading to better sales and return on investments for marketing spend than trying to market to the public. So, general public. How does product differentiation affect the determination of price under monopolistic competition? So, in monopolistic competition, all brands try to create product differentiation to add an element of monopoly over the competing products. Right. So, what this additional element is up to the business owner or the producer, right? So, whenever that we also know that uh, there's no direct substitute, right, in the monopolistic competition. So what you can simply say is that this would ensure that the product offered by the brand does not have a perfect substitute. Therefore, the manufacturer can raise the price of the product without having to worry about losing all its customers to other brands. But however, in such a market, while all brands are not perfect substitutes, they are close substitutes for each other. Hence, the seller might lose at least some customers to its competitors. Non-price competition. So, in monopolistic competition, seller compete on factors other than price. These factors include aggressive advertising, product development, better distribution, after sales service, etc. So the sellers don't cut the price of their products but incur high costs for the promotion of their goods. If the firms indulge in price wars, which is the possibility under perfect competition, some firms might get thrown out of the market. So, in summarizing everything, product differentiation is important to any business. It is what will make your business, product, or service stand out from the rest, your competition. And how does it impact on your price determination? It's basically up to the business owner or the producer, because the more differentiated your product is, the price is up to you. The price margins can be set higher and higher, but not beyond a certain limit, because you might tend to lose your customers once the price is too aggressive. So the more differentiated your product is, the more unique your product is, the higher the price points that you are going to achieve. Thank you.